Hello, Leo. I am going to do an almost personal reading for you today. We're going to start with your oracle messages. I do hope that all is well and that you are doing well. Let's go ahead and pull 3 cards, see what your opening messages are, and we'll get into your tarot portion. 3 best cards, please, Divine. A powerful move. The land between. And smoke and mirrors. All right. So let's see. Starting energy in terms of mental focus at this time is a powerful move. Let's see. 15 breaking down to a 6. And 6s are about cooperation, harmony, and compassion. And this is the foundational energy, those 3, in regards to this move that you're looking to make. Notice that the piece of the Queen, which is the most powerful piece on the chessboard, has wings. So you're about to take flight here. This thought, this energy is here, and you're just missing the key here, right? And there's a part that has to be toppled here to let go of in order to rise. So there's something here that is potentially a small bit of doubt or apprehension in what the move will be or what it's going to cost you, perhaps, dear Leo. At the center here, in terms of the environment, we have the land between. 40 breaking down to a 4. 4s are about application, formation, and stability. And what you're doing is there is this land between. Again, notice that the land is rising above. That part has been lifted over. There was a part that was broken, but there has been a bridge that has been built over that. Okay, where some will come to their end here or not be willing to take that leap. They don't see, because their judgment is clouded, that there's another way across. For some, it may seem like it's some type of illusion or delusion, but you can see it clearly, this land between you and what your desires are. It's just a matter of you having enough focus and energy and drive and courage and personal bravery to go ahead and walk that bridge across, okay? And then back over, right? It's still a little bit scary here, okay? Have you ever seen a suspension bridge? You know, when you get in the movie, you see the suspension bridge. Most people think about, Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. Was it Raiders of the Lost Ark? No, it wasn't. It was Temple of Doom. And you done seen this in many movies with the rope suspension bridge. It gets a little scary, but they always make it across. Okay, keep that in mind. The hero always makes the cross. Just have to have faith. Now, the smoke and mirrors, 42 breaking again to another 6, which is again compounding that energy of cooperation, harmony, and expansion. Keep your eyes open for an opportunity to cooperate with your surroundings. As I often close my reading and say, always be in harmony with your surroundings. Okay, the smoke and mirrors may come from doubts that you're having, because this is, again, uncharted territory. This seems like it can't be this simple. It can't be that easy. And sometimes the simplest answer is, what is it, Occam's razor? The simplest answer is the right answer. It's the right solution. Everybody else, sometimes we confuse ourselves with all the knowledge that you have. Wisdom has to step in and determine all the knowledge, which is best, what we need to keep, what we need to let go of. And you have wisdom in this situation. Divine wisdom is coming in for you. You may be getting answers and downloads and intuitive leadings that in no way would be what you would think to do, but that's the divine intervention happening for you. Okay, so keep that in mind. And don't allow yourself to get bogged down in the smoke and mirrors of the human existence and rise above. There'll be times for you to deal with the material plane, and there'll be times for you to work in the spiritual realm. Be confident that you'll know which is which. Okay? So let's get into your tarot portion here, dear Leo. These cards are slippery. So you might see a little, we're working with it. But I love these. They're so beautiful. Okay, so let's see. Divine, may I have 5 best cards for what is going on in Leo's environment right now regarding this energy we just spoke of. 5 best cards, please. Take these flipped first. So, Ace of Swords, Devil, Page of Pentacles. And one more card. Seven of Wands. Okay. It's a little complex out here. Nothing you can't handle, Leo. Because quite frankly, there isn't much that a Leo can't handle. So it's just a matter of, do you want to handle it? Do you want to expend the energy, is what I'm hearing. Like, do I really want to spend my energy on this? But in order to get to that energy that was spoken in terms of this powerful move, yes, you're going to have to go through a few things and deal with these different challenges here. So starting out is major change and transformation, and that is what's happening with yourself internally, and you're seeing that begin to materialize in your environment by how you're moving within it and the energies that you are bringing to your current environment. You have the Ace of Swords here, and then the Devil card between the death and the Ace of Swords between death and the Devil. And what is happening is there is a need for you, an obsessive need to hold on to what you know that is bringing you a certain amount of comfort and success in its own right. This expansion seems to be a bit dangerous for you, like that land in between, crossing that suspension bridge. You haven't stepped out on it yet, so you don't know how sturdy it is. It's a long way down, at least it appears to be. But the trick of the mind, that smoke and mirrors, is about you not thinking that that bridge is sturdy enough to carry you and hold your weight. And it is, right? The divine wouldn't open up this opportunity for you if it wasn't, you weren't secure. However, you are going to have to, again, enact personal bravery to conquer your inner demons and say, I'm brave enough to walk in spite of myself, right? In terms of your limitations, and your only limitation is that you haven't done it. And it doesn't seem so secure. It's not looking easy. However, if it was easy, everybody would do it. So this Ace of Swords is here that's divine truth coming in to allow you to know that, listen to me, listen to my voice. I would not lead you astray. I will not lead you astray. I've never led you astray. So you're going, but however, this Devil card energy is your responsibility to manage and flip it to the Lover's energy, which is the shadow of this. The Devil is the shadow of Lovers, where you go into this obsessive and possessive energy of wanting to keep and hold everything dear, or command, control it, enslave it, whatever the case may be. And in the end result is always only you, the person who is carrying that energy. You become enslaved. And that's something that, again, Leo, you don't deal with that comfortably. Page of Pentacles between the Devil and to the Eight of Swords. And here is a powerful move. You know it's there. In most cases, for if you feel like it feels like you've created the opportunity. It's 80% your thing. This 20% of the unknowing is the divine's part in it. And right now it feels like you're concerned and worried about the other players here with this Eight of Swords. And right now you don't know who to exact or trust, or to open up and say, listen, this is a plan that I have. I want to work towards this. So your environment may not be giving you clear understanding as to who you can trust, or you may be afraid to trust people in your environment as well, and that's what's causing you this confusion and this dismay. Hence that smoke and mirrors energy that was in the spiritual realm in terms of in the oracle reading. And again, the Devil card is here of perhaps in your past. Okay, you were open and free and loving with the Lover's card and always wanted to bring people in and see everybody succeed as a team, but you were backstabbed, and perhaps maybe more than once, and perhaps it was by someone that you truly trusted. And so this is what keeps you in this false sense of imprisonment or binding, because there's a willingness to grow and share, but there's an unwillingness to get burned again. So the Seven of Wands is energy here reflecting of where you want to come to and defend what you have gotten, and you don't want anyone to encroach upon the land that you've already claimed for yourself. The boundaries are clearly in place for that, as the message coming through regarding this energy. No one can take from you what is rightfully and divinely yours. It is protected both spiritually and material wise. You've put the proper things in place. There's nothing for you to concern yourself with. Your successes are your successes, and they will not be called into question. These are all things that your mind is playing tricks on you about in order to prevent you from going after that brass ring. Okay? Because again, it just seems like it's so much to risk, but really it's not. It just feels that way. Okay? It just seems really scary, but it's really not. It's just a matter of you taking the steps. And once you start taking the steps, all the resources, all these questions that you have, all you have to do is put one foot in front of the other. Everything that you need is already on their pathway. You won't have to make these decisions that you think you have to make now. They will come to you as you begin to take the steps. The divine is going to keep opening doors and bringing people into your circle that are going to come in and do exactly what needs to be done in the exact way that it needs to be done and seen. Okay. See, that's what I said about these cards. So slippery. So let's get some more information in terms of what's causing you to feel this way about your environment. So we have the Five of Wands, the Emperor, Aries energy there. Also have with the Devil card, Capricorn, and then we also have with the Death card, Scorpio. Usually I don't really do that too often in sessions, but it feels important for you at this point. Got the Page of Cups. What else do we have? Eight of Cups. And then the Six of Pentacles. Okay. So I can see where there's this hesitation for you. This lack of confidence in regards to the players that you're currently thinking that you're going to have to work with. Okay, is the strongest message coming through about the cause of this energy for you. So the Five of Wands is where, as that energy was touched on earlier, that there may have been times where you naturally are a team player. Leo energy is represented by the lion. The lion has a pride, right? And there is a hierarchy. There is an order to that. However, the lion is responsible for the pride. And so they must make sure that they ensure the safety and the growth of that pride in order to make it strong so that it continues to be fruitful and productive. That is your energy naturally. When you walk into a situation, you are wanting to take command because you have a commanding spirit, a commanding energy. At times it can be overpowering and overshadowing to those who are not as brave. And that is the whole purpose of it, because that's why they're leaders. There are people that need protecting and shepherding. That's what leaders do. The proper leader does, and brings out the fruitfulness and the productivity in those. They're not less important. They're just not designed to lead, So, I don't know why that's sometimes seen as negative, but the leader can't lead without people that are willing to be led, and willing to be led means that you're willing to use your gifts and your talents so that all can prevail. And that's the whole point of that. And the followers trust the leader in order to make sure that things are being handled and managed properly, because that's not their strength, right? So it all works together. With this Five of Wands here, you've had to battle, and you are weary with these scars of these certain people in your environment. And it really feels like you're not going to be really dealing with these people, but from your vision right now, in terms of what you know practically, not spiritually, is that these are the people that would obviously be a player in this. However, that's the message coming in, is that these people are not going to be involved, and not in that way, not in terms of you achieving this goal or this vision that you have been given. The Emperor card is asking you, it feels like this is to understand that the Emperor has their place in this particular story, but it's not going to be one that you're involved in. Quite frankly, the Emperor energy is feeling like they're really not interested in what it is that you have going on at this time. They're not even looking in your direction. And it's not due to any dissatisfaction with you. It's just that they have other things that they're working on. Page of Cups is here at the center between the Emperor and the Eight of Cups. And again, their emotions are elsewhere. They're not really focused on you. And right now, this Page of Cups is where you're being very gentle in your environment towards the Emperor. You guys are in a very emotionally cool place. It's nothing that, if you're worried about this emperor energy or in some type of way displeasing them or some kind of way arousing suspicion of them, or because of these arguments or these disagreements or tough conversations you've been having with these other parties that are involved in this situation regarding this Five of Wands energy, that they're somehow turning the emperor's head. That's not the case. Again, the emperor is elsewhere, not even concerned. Right now, what is of your concern is that you get equal shake from your environment, equal give and take. And you do recognize somehow, some way that these people that you feel like are players in this situation are starving out other people that need to be taken care of. Hence that leadership, and that's, and then the follower, or the, I don't say follower, what's a better word? The flock. Let's just say the flock. All right. That they are not, they robbing the flock. Okay. They tipping the scales. They're taking too much. They're just, it's bad leadership. Whoever's in leadership is just not doing a great job. And the emperor, though, is not focused on you and this change that you want to make positive at all. Again, they're more than likely trying to put out the fires that are being caused by this person or these people that are draining, let's just say, the team of all of their great qualities. Okay. Keeping people in a tizzy, in a state of confusion or distraction all the time. Okay. But this Page of Cups is where you're beginning to be a support system to those people. Now, they're coming to you naturally because, again, that leadership energy that Leo possesses and emanates. And you're being gentle with them and letting them know that, if they can, to stick things through. If it's too much, then perhaps they need to go forward. Because, again, for some people, certain environments are toxic and there's just no way. They're not going to survive. And for other people, it's just, it's just some bad storms, or it's a winter that's coming, but they know that the season will change again. So some people can handle it, the winter. Some people can't. They need warmer weather. And that's what I feel like you're really being, because perhaps in this situation that you find yourself in with this new strategy and trajectory, you've weathered many storms during this situation. You've been successful in spite of. Okay, so now let's see the effect that all of this energy is having on you at this time personally. Let's see what the personal effect is. Ten of Wands. What else do we have, Divine? Ace of Wands. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Wands and Sun card. Double your energy out twice here. Mirroring message coming in. It's time to expand your territory. Pray up Jabez. So let's see. And expanding your territory is not only your physical, but first we must expand your mind to accept the fact that you're being called higher and that you have the divine support that you need. The way will, the resources will provide it for you, but you must begin to make the journey. Okay. The Ten of Wands is here of where it's a tough time, but Leo's built for tough times. Okay. Not a hard time that's been built that you've not yet been able to handle. Okay. And hence that energy early on of you tired. You don't want to do this right now. And that's understandable, but dig deep, step up. Okay. With this Ace of Wands energy, strike out in that new direction, follow your intuition and your leadings that are coming in, create that transformative energy within yourself, convert from the Devil card energy into the Lover's card space, and really recognize and remember who you're here for, you. And what do you want from the situation? What is best? Okay. For this, again, this is about the personal effect. The Eight of Pentacles is in reverse. The ability for you to expand in the environment as it currently stands is it's important for you to recognize you're going to have to create that. Okay. Right now, things are on a pause, and they have been for a while. And again, you wanted to hold on to your stability, and just let things happen because you're like, I don't feel like trying to climb another mountain. I'm at a place right now where I'm coasting, and it's just, I just don't want to do this. In terms of what it's going to take for you to do it, you feel like energetically it's going to be so much, and this. One thing you may be escaping your focus at this time is to remember that when you did slay those dragons back in the day, remember how many alliances you created, how many support systems you built, how many people, how much you learned how to cooperate, collaborate, and negotiate. How did you achieve the success that you have now? That's waiting for you again. And remember how you were invigorated from the fight, how it brought out the best in you. Yes, it's great. There's nothing wrong with relaxing for a bit and enjoying the spoils of the labor. But you're Leo, you're the lion. You have to conquer. It's in you. And you've had a good time. You've been sleeping, relaxing in the cave. The crab been eating good. Everybody trait, you're like, ugh. But you know that the land to the north, that pride has moved on, and now somebody need to come in. Do you want them hyenas and them jackals out there? Which will bring in, eventually they'll start to encroach in on you. Yeah, we're using a little bit of Lion King in here, but everybody love the Lion King. They gonna do what? They gonna encroach. And then, then Scar show up because the hyenas getting power, but again, they need a leader. See what I'm saying? And they pull up Scar, and then there you go. Do we want that? Do you want that? Or can you be proactive? Can you see the opportunity and say, let's go scout it. Let's take a look at it. Let's see what we can do. Let's take that bridge across and take a look at this land before anybody else get over there. Because nobody know right now. You had the heads up. Hey, they done moved on. You know what I'm saying? So this open spot. It's time. Nobody else see it just yet. You see the pocket. Go in there and see what's in it. Put your hand in there and see what's in the pocket. Queen of Wands Sun card. Boom, boom. Go ahead, put your hands in the pocket. See what's in there. You gonna bite your hand off. It's not. Okay? Go ahead and put on this, go ahead and do your thing. Shine. Do your stunt and go ahead and get what's yours. Because it's right there for the taking. It's going to be simple now. You can just expand. But if you wait, you're going to have to fight for it. You got to mount up in battle. Be ahead of the game this time. Because again, from your past, you already know how to scout it out. You already know what to do. You already got the people that if you make the call, they're going to come. Make the call. Okay? All right. Moving forward. Messages moving forward. What do you need to know? What does the divine want you to know? Knight of Swords. Just talked about conversations. 3 of Wands. 7 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. Yes. Just confirmed everything that was just said. Thank you, divine. So with the Knight of Swords being here, the conversations, they're going to come in fast and swift. Once you say, hey, listen, this XYZ is available, right? It looks like it's a great opportunity. Let's try to get a position on it now. Who do we have that could take a look and give us a prospectus and give us some more information on the value of it and whether it's worth us really trying to put a bid in on it and get it done. Something along those lines, right? Break it down however it makes sense for your situation. And then the conversation gonna happen rapid, coming in quick, fast. People gonna start moving quick, like, hey, just so you know, isn't she the one that did, or isn't that such and such did that job? They have a good eye, they have a good nose for this. Let's take a look at it. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what we can happen. If you need investors, that's going to happen because of the quality of the investment. The 3 of Wands is you've been waiting. You've been looking towards that anyway. You've been looking towards expanding, but you're on solid ground. You're relaxed. Like, I really don't want to go out to sea again. It's so unpredictable. I want to get out here, but it's coming towards you. It's merely crossing that channel, crossing the river, crossing the pond, crossing the lake, crossing the, all you do is, and you're going to have the people that are going to give you the supplies that you need. The 7 of Pentacles is here, work being put in. All the while you've been enjoying where your position is currently, you've still been putting in the work and developing and honing your skills. And it's time to go ahead and put in a little bit of work to see some more fruits of some labor. You need this time to fight, time to mount up, time to go out and conquer a little bit more. Nothing wrong with being a little more, have a little more Alexander the Great energy. Nothing wrong with that. In a positive way, The 9 of Pentacles is here. Shining bright like a diamond, darling, like you always do. You're not going to lose anything. You're going to gain more. Specifically, resources, which having a treasure chest full of resources is always. It is quite calming in any storm, knowing that you can make a call, send an email, send a text, schedule a meeting, and that's something that you can do and get people excited and lead. That's what you do. Time to do it again. And again, if you go now, what you're being guided to do, everything is going to meet you. The road is going to rise to meet you, okay? All right, so get a little more. Time to go. Excuse me. To be fair. And serendipity. All energy we described during the session. Thank you, Divine. So time to go. It's time for you to pack up for a little trip. You'll be back with spoils from your travels, gifts and treasures. To be fair, what you're doing is fair. You see the opportunity because serendipity came in and showed you that there is something. You listen, hey, nobody sees it yet. But you see it because, again, you have the knowledge, the wisdom, and the expertise to see what others cannot in this particular situation. You will be fair. If you're worried about what about other people, listen, if you can see it and they don't, that's being fair. That's not your problem if they can't see the opportunity in front of them. Right? To be fair. Okay, and I'm happy to see that energy is there. But you are being fair because you're being shown. And if you don't act, you're not being fair to yourself and those that can benefit and profit from it, especially this team that you want, that you know needs leadership, that have been coming to you in private, in confidence, to say that they think you'd be best to do this. That's also some conversations that are happening. Or they're just saying, hey, did you know that? It'd be great if, we had somebody that could go. And you know that you're the person. That's confirmation after confirmation, including this session. Go ahead. Begin to make the calls, begin to make the inquiries, and see what you can do. All right? All right, my dear Leo, thank you for your very precious time. I appreciate you. And remember, back then is not now. Always be in harmony with your surroundings. Stay sucker free. I hope to see you again.